Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you guys are watching this video the day it comes out, that means it is Christmas Eve, so happy Christmas Eve, and if you guys celebrate anything else, that's totally cool, happy or merry, whatever else you celebrate. But in today's video, I would like to discuss and talk about things I would like to improve on, my goals, and basically everything that involves 2024. So let's just start off with the specific techniques that I personally want to improve on with my guitar playing. The first technique that I would really like to get down is sweep picking. As I mentioned, I believe in my last video, I'm playing a lot more Dragon Force recently. And of course, that means that there's going to be a lot of sweep picking involved in pretty much every one of their solos. So I have been trying to get some of that sweep picking stuff down, and I will try to improve on that through the rest of 2024. Another technique that I would love to get better at is my down picking. I'm not very good at anything that involves a lot of repetitive down picking, and that's something I would like to improve on, and that kind of leads to my next one is chugging. I'm not great at doing this. That's just one of those little things that I think won't actually take that long to improve on. Maybe a couple weeks I can just really focus on it and make my playing a lot better. And I think that's just making my technique a lot more tight, and I think that'll help my guitar playing a ton with just one little change. Now this next thing that I would like to improve on isn't necessarily a technique, but it's more of a musicianship thing. And I would really like to improve my rhythm playing. I'm not good at rhythm. I'm okay at leads, but I'm definitely not anything special when it comes to my rhythm playing. And of course, rhythm is the foundation for most things. You can't really do well in leads if you don't understand rhythm. And since I taught myself guitar, I never really focused on rhythm, and I just kind of jumped straight trying to learn solos and stuff. So I think if I just go back to the basics and kind of start new, start fresh, and just learn and get my hands down on the rhythm stuff, I think that'll help my lead playing tenfold. That along with my timing. I already started off with pretty okay timing, and that just comes from years and years of playing trumpet and band in school and stuff. So obviously I kind of started off with a little bit of a head start when it comes to timing, but even then I don't play with a metronome almost ever, so I really need to get used to doing that. Oh, drop my pick. I do need to get used to doing that, and I think that'll help my timing, obviously, and help everything when it comes to my rhythm and playing like that, because I just think that will also help me just become a better musician. So that kind of wraps up me talking about the specific things I would like to get better at. Now I want to talk about my goals. So my first goal, and this one's more of a challenge, not necessarily a goal, as I mentioned, I really like Dragon Force. I've been listening to a lot more Dragon Force. I've been playing a little bit more Dragon Force, so my goal is by the end of 2024 to be able to play an entire Dragon Force song front to back. Now I don't know exactly what song I'm going to pick. It's not going to be Through the Fire and Flames, just because everyone knows that one. So I want to choose a little bit different one, because they do have so many good songs, but people just love to play that song. It's a great song, of course, but it's like they have other ones. So we'd like to learn a different song from Dragon Force, and I think that'll be a really good challenge. I think it'll kind of add another level to my guitar playing just by challenging myself that much, because those songs are very, very hard, obviously. It's Dragon Force. But I think learning one of those songs will just help me grow a lot as a musician. My next goal or challenge is to play at least 6 times live. In 2023, I only performed live 4 times, and in 2024, I would like to up that number to 6, at least. Playing live is one of those things where every single time I do it, I can tell I've gotten better. So obviously, the more I do it, the more I get used to it, the better I become at it. And plus, it's also just a ton of fun, especially if you play with friends. The next goal I have is to actually buy a Telecaster. I've been talking about it for months now, I know, but I actually need to buy one, and I need to find one first, of course. Now, that's obviously the main issue, is finding one that I like enough to want to buy. But I'm sure, with the amount I'm perusing Reverb right now, I'll eventually find one that I like, and it'll be a great addition to the channel. This next goal isn't necessarily a guitar-specific thing, but I really would like to get to 2,500 subscribers by the end of next year. I think it's a very realistic goal based on my growth from this year, and I do believe that I could probably surpass that in the next year. Another goal I have for 2024 is to complete my own original song. I do have some lyrics, and I do have a couple little guitar riffs I have written down, and I honestly think it could be a pretty fun song. Is it going to be any good? Probably not, realistically. It's going to be my first song I've ever made by myself. But I do think completing my own song will just be a really fun project, regardless of how it ends up turning out. I also really want to finish those covers that I've been working on with Ronan. Ronan is my RA in my college. He's also one of my good friends. He's a fellow musician himself. You should check out his music. It's pretty good. But he's been helping me write some metal covers of some pretty popular songs, and I think they're going to be a lot of fun, and I think you guys might really like them. But of course, that means I have to finish them first. So I really want to get those songs finished by next year. And my last goal, which is, I know, a very boring one, but I just want to become an overall better musician. I definitely don't think I'm a bad guitar player by any means, but I am certainly not the best. And with being here on YouTube, there's obviously a little bit of a pressure to be the best. No, that's not why I want to improve. Yeah, sure, it's part of it, but I also just want to be the best musician I could possibly be. Which is why I've been practicing a ton recently, just because, I want to stand out a little bit. And it's also just impressive to myself to see things I couldn't play before, and then now I can play them because of the practice and the work I put in. So just becoming an overall better musician, an overall better technician, an overall better guitar player is obviously a massive goal of mine for the year of 2024. But let me know in the comments some of you guys' guitar playing goals. If you guys liked this video, feel free to click like, and if you loved it and you want to see more content from me, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.